What's up, guys? It's been a while. I actually have a few videos that are going to be coming out. I haven't been posting. It's been a while. I've been doing some moving, some transitioning over to a new place. I've actually moved from Florida all the way to good old Colorado. I did have some sneaker videos that I actually made before I left Florida. So today you're going to be seeing a video that I did a Jordan 1 mid chop. If you follow me on my socials, you'll see that I actually did a little snippet over there. I even did a couple pictures or whatnot, but this is actually the full process. I wanted to give you guys a better video from like the first time I actually did the chop video for like the Jordan 1 mids to Jordan 1 lows. So this is something that's a little bit more detailed, and excuse the ending. I had some issues with some camera problems where I'm actually doing the sewing process, but I do explain it towards the end of the video. Comment below, tell me what you guys think about this video. If you have any questions or not, please leave them down at the comments. I had tons of comments on the last video, and I really appreciate it, you guys. Also too, thank you guys for following. I hit 100 subscribers the other day, so that's really great. It's only been a few months, and I really appreciate it. So again, follow along. If you have any questions, comment at the bottom. You guys can also follow me on my Instagram and DM me over there if you don't feel comfortable commenting on YouTube. It's not an issue.
Alright guys, so again, I'm here right now starting off with the wings. As you see, I'm basically just peeling a corner, getting that X-Acto blade underneath there, and just simply just peeling off and cutting the actual threads. I'm going to do this going all the way around the entire sneaker, taking it all the way down from there. I like to just start off with one side, then hop to the other side, and then do the middle. Just gives me a little bit more room to get there. Right now I'm actually scoring the actual wings on the bottom part. As you can see, I actually cut off, see how I'm cutting off the bottom there? Yeah, and then I'm actually taking off some of the threading as well too. You can already see I already did the other wings logo on the other sneaker, but right now I'm just showing you guys a better view. The other view wasn't that good. I'm going to remove the laces real quick. I think what I'm going to do next is just chop off the tongue real quick. This helps me, just gives me a little bit more room to work on the actual collar. So when the tongue is out of the way, it just allows me to sit there, measure correctly, and cut things. See that little piece of tape I put on the actual ruler there? That's basically my baseline. I want to make that baseline going all the way around the collar, so it's just basically just even all the way. And I'm measuring it from the actual stitch line. I'm propping the ruler against the bottom there, and I'm going to measure all the way around. And what I'll do is I'll take a heat erasable pen, and I'll make the actual dotted line. So basically I'm just making a perforation. So that's the heat erasable pen. You'll see I'm going to start by marking it, and I just add little dots going all the way around, as you can see. And this will help me when I go to cut it. What I do is I use some leather scissors usually, and I will cut all the way around. This just gives me a nice even cut, very clean. If you want to do something, freehand this. I did freehand this on my Blue the Greats. I don't know if you guys saw that video. I'll put a little card up top so you guys can watch that video. That's basically the first time I ever cut a Jordan 1. And right now I'm just taking some pliers and just cleaning it up a little and pulling up the threads. But now you can see that blue line, very distinctive. And right now I'm just taking those leather scissors and just cutting through that collar right now. You'll see how clean the job actually comes out. After I did the Blue the Greats, and I've done a few of these sneakers already, I felt like this was like the easiest way to actually cut the collar and just making it really, really clean. Look how clean that collar is. And again, I'm just cleaning the things up, taking out all the loose threads. It's a lot easier now that the collar is missing and it's not there. See that little gap right there? So some sneakers don't have that gap. That gap you need to do the actual sewing part to close out this actual Jordan 1. What I've learned to do is, if it doesn't have that gap, just slicing a little line underneath, going all the way around, long enough so that I can actually just, add my actual threading or whatnot. Right now I'm mocking up the tongue. And what I do is I usually use about a 1-inch Velcro for the tongue. I'll show you guys that later. But right now I'm taking a heat gun. This helps me loosen up the actual collar, because I'm going to be reusing the leather that's actually on the collar for this actual process. I'm going to heat it up again. Again, this is going to help me peel off the foam. It's softening up the glue, because that cement, when you put it on, it's on there, you try pulling that off, you're going to just have tons of residue. It's better that you warm it up really well. You can use a regular blow dryer at home, use it on the heat setting, and just sit there and warm it up. Look how easy that's peeling back. And I'm just deconstructing this entire collar. All we really want from this is the leather. Excuse my hair. Usually when I do these, I'm in my PJs and just in my most comfortable wear and just focusing on the project, you know. Doesn't look like I might be in my PJs here. I got rings on and stuff and jewelry, but that's what I usually wear. I probably did this afterwards. Alright, and right now I'm taking out some of that threading to help me pull this apart. We already got that stuffing out, as you can see up there. It came out really clean. Right now I'm just cutting off all the threading that attaches the interior liner to the leather, and I'm cleaning it up really well. Again, we want this leather as clean as possible, no loose threads. Just makes your job easier. It doesn't get in the way when you're starting to add your own threads. Alright, just cleaning it up, and then now I gotta decide what I'm going to use. I usually use that top part, and I usually will measure out what I'm going to use. I use the same measuring thing with the actual roller, see the roller? And I'm going to actually do that same exact method that I use for the collar. I'm going to measure the same exact, length. And you saw that heat gun? It disappears the actual pen. That pen's just heat sensitive. Once you rub it with your hands, roll it with the warmth of your hands, it'll usually take it off, or even just using a heat gun. And as you can see, I'm just measuring all the way around. And I gave myself a little extra. You see where I ended the line? That's actually a little extra, just in case at the end. At the end, I can do a little trimming. But this is my cutting wheel. Really, really, really cool tool. I actually got this one at Joann's on clearance. Excellent, excellent, excellent tool, because you can just do a quick cut real fast and that's it. And then I'm going to press it against this back right here. And I'm test fitting. Always test fit. Don't just go for it, guys. Like, you want to make sure that this works perfectly. And see what I'm saying? I'm making that line a little bit longer. That was in the back, because this Jordan 1, for some reason, I guess this is the newer style, they don't have that little gap. Back in the day when they were making these Jordan 1 mids, they were getting really cheap and they were trying to add less leather into these actual products. So how they would do that is they would not bring the leather all the way down to the heel. They would only bring it right above the heel, which left that little gap. So right now I'm just shoving that piece in. This is the thread I'm using. This is actually this is embroidery floss. I get it at Joann's. I get it at Michael's, whoever has it. And these, oh man, these right here, these are curling needles. This brand from Hobby Lobby is crap. Excuse the yellow paint on my nails. I'm working on multiple projects, but these needles are great because you could actually hook it under that little stitch that you're gonna be doing. These ones from Hobby Lobby are crap. Go to Joann's, get yourself some good needles. They're not too expensive. You want a really good needle because you're going to be poking this through a lot of pieces of material. And for some reason, these needles from Hobby Lobby are just crap. But so I actually had some issues, guys. This is actually the end result. The problem what I had here was I recorded everything and I lost all the recording for this. But basically, this is me showing you. I start off. I actually use the holes of that leather piece, and I just bring it in and out. I put a knot on one side so that it's holding it. But you see the little cut that we did earlier? So that little cut's just gonna come through the holes, go through the little cut that we put through, and bring it out. And I just keep going all the way around. The little X's, you're not gonna get the X's. You're basically gonna go one time all the way across the entire shoe, which will make a vertical line, and then you're gonna start over and you go back the other way. I start a whole new string going the other direction. So I go one direction and then I go the other direction. And this is what causes the X's now. Because now I'm crossing over the old existing line. So I'm crossing over that one, 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 and so on and so forth. I just keep it going. And that's what kind of makes that X design. So at first you're gonna have vertical lines going all the way across, and then you're just gonna cross over. And I'm skipping. I don't know if you noticed, there's dots there. Those dots, those little perforations, I'm basically skipping every other line. You can choose whatever, how many lines you want, but I just try to keep it consistent, going all the way around. And look how clean it looks. Nice and closed out. You can slide your foot in. You won't have any issues of it, ripping or anything like that. And I'm just sewing through. For the knot, I just knot it in the inside so that you can't see the knots, and that's it. That's basically it. All right, guys, let me show you the tongue. So I get about 1 inch thick Velcro. Put on the bottom of the tongue. You don't need to trim the tongue. And then I put the other part inside the shoe first. And then I sit in here now. I'm just gonna line it up. And also, guys, when you guys getting Velcro, make sure it's self-adhesive and good Velcro. Don't get cheap Velcro. Get like a Velcro brand. Velcro is a brand. What this material is called hoop and lock. Hoop and lock. Make sure you get Velcro brand hoop and lock. This stuff works great. I've had some people who tried using different brands. It hasn't worked for them. Just try to stick with the Velcro brand, and it'll hold really, really tight. As you can see, I'm just doing adjusting. And what's great about this is I can pull it out and adjust it. And I'm adjusting that. You see that loophole to the actual perforations of the tongue. We want to make sure everything is nice and straight. You don't want a crooked tongue, because then you're walking around with the tongue on the side of your foot, or if you're doing a customer. And then I put my shoe tree in just to hold it, to lock it in. I'll lace it up, and I'll keep it like that for some time because we want that adhesive to really stick to that tongue and the actual toe box. So when I put that shoe tree in there, it helps hold it as well too. And that's it, guys. Real easy, nothing too hard, shouldn't take too long. This usually takes me about a couple hours, maybe 3, depending. But came out super clean. One more thing I have to add. So the laces are really long. I like to keep the laces, relatively short. And usually Jordan 1 lows actually have an extra hole. So what I do is I have a hole puncher. I'm gonna add an extra hole. Watch. And this hole puncher is great. You guys can get cheaper versions. This is a more expensive one. But if you guys are going to be doing this for a long time, or you're going to be doing customers and stuff like that, I say invest in one of these. They're not too expensive. You can get those at Hobby Lobby for real cheap, and it works really well. You saw the hole, and it's clean too, real clean hole. It matches with the other holes as well too. And you want to be careful. You don't want to make sure you want to put that hole too close to the edge, because then you're going to be ripping the actual. When you go to tie your actual shoes, you'll rip the hole. So you want to make sure it's in a good middle spot right there, so you can add another lace hole. All right, and I'll show you real quick. Laced up all the way. Put that shoe tree back in. And you'll see the difference. See, the laces are a little bit shorter. They look like they fit a lot better as well too. My personal opinion. But that's it, guys. What do you guys think? Comment below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys. All right, man. Later.